দিল্লিতে সাংবাদিক বৈঠকে তৃণমূল নেতৃত্ব সাংবাদিক বৈঠক করছেন সাংসদ সুখেন্দু শেখর রায় এবং সুস্মিতা দেব। আমরা সরাসরি নজর রাখবো সেদিকে।
Informally declared, and it's likely to go on till around 23rd of December. I have many responsibilities as a parliamentarian, and it's going to be a new and unique experience for me because I come from Assam. I'm elected as a Rajya Sabha member from West Bengal, and I am working in the state of Tripura in preparation for the forthcoming municipal and assembly elections in 22. And like I've always maintained that I also consider myself as someone who represents the interest of the northeastern states too. So I think I will try my best to do justice to all these facets of my Rajya Sabha tenure, which is till 23 August, I believe. Very briefly, I'd like to thank all my friends in the media who gave me coverage when on 22nd of October, the violent act that unfolded. And I hope that Tripura as a state will continue to get the kind of coverage it deserves. It deserves coverage for different reasons, some positive and the others not so positive. It is a state that is going to election amongst many other states in 22, and whatever I have experienced in the last about 2 months, there is absolutely no space for any democratic or political activity of the opposition. When the National General Secretary Abhishek Bandyopadhyay was due to visit Agartala, and what was the context? The context was that a office of a newspaper had been badly vandalized. Even in office of a political organization who happens to be our primary opponent in West Bengal, their office had been vandalized. Many of our workers had been beaten. One, Mr. Mojibur, who broke his arm and is still waiting for a orthopedic surgery. That was the backdrop when Abhishek Banerjee was due to come to Agartala. As you know, Section 144 was implemented in those thanas in which he wanted to visit. And we decided strategically not to bring National General Secretary to Tripura at that time because the by-election in West Bengal, especially our chairperson Mamata Bandyopadhyay, her election was happening, and Abhishek Banerjee was playing a critical role in that electoral process. To jeopardize him at that moment in Tripura, we thought strategically was not a good idea, because there is enough experience in Goa, you have seen, it's been covered by many channels. They've even entered a press conference and arrested people in violation of Section 144. But having said that, what is crystal clear is whenever there is a violent attack, I understand that sometimes the police may not be able to prevent it. After all, the ratio of the people to the police personnel, you cannot expect the police to prevent everything. But after having given them a video where the faces of the attackers are there, after meeting the DIG and giving him names of the culprits, which we ourselves did our own investigation and pulled out through the videos, as of now, to the best of my information, there has been absolutely no arrests. So even when Abhishek Bandyopadhyay visited Agartala and was attacked, till today there has been no arrests. But there has been a narrative in Tripura which the BJP is, I believe, trying to set, especially in the national media outside Tripura, is that what about West Bengal violence? What about West Bengal violence? You all are well aware that neither the Chief Minister of Bengal nor anybody has acted outside any legal proceedings, and whatever investigations are due will happen. The law will take its own course, but that narrative is wrong. It encourages violence and no one should encourage it. We expect that Bharatiya Janata Party will not follow this narrative. It's entirely wrong. It is not healthy for a democracy. And I hope that the police and the administration in Tripura, and it's a BJP regime, if you know, you can't have one standard in Bengal and one standard in Tripura. So you have to walk the talk. If you accuse us of poll violence, I was discussing with Shukhendu that there's nothing as pre-poll and post-poll and during poll. Violence is violence. If you believe, if you were to believe, if one was to believe your version of Bengal, then what is it you're doing in Tripura? So there should be no politics of double standards. That's my view on Tripura. We are preparing for the municipal elections to be held on 25th November. Now coming to another issue is what's happened in Goa, as you all know. Our leader and chairperson, Honorable Chief Minister of Bengal, is due to go to Goa on the 28th of October. But what we have seen today is vandalization of our posters, our banners, you know, putting black paint on Mamata Didi's hoardings. We condemn it. We condemn it, and I am repeating myself that in a democracy it's a fight of the ballot. It's no point pulling out each other's posters and banners. Let's fight it out in the ballot. Yesterday on 25th of October, my colleagues Moha Moitro and Babul Supriyo joined Derek O'Brien, Honorable MP Rajya Sabha, to put forward a charge sheet against the BJP government of Goa. So the battle is on those issues. Let's not take the battles to pulling down hoardings and burning down flags of another party. I don't think that's a good practice, and that should definitely not be the norm. And what is extremely significant is that the governor of Meghalaya, who was the governor of Goa for about 1 year, has himself spoken out to talk about the corruption of the Goa Chief Minister, whose political affiliation is with the Bharatiya Janata Party, as we all know. And that's what we are taking to the people of Goa in the forthcoming elections. Issue should be development, issue should be governance, issue should be performance, issue should not be, the method should not be burning down posters and, you know, damaging hoardings of any party. We condemn that. And apart from that, I would like to say that every single issue that has incidental issue that has touched the lives of the people or the politics of the nation, right from Uttar Pradesh, what happened in Lakhimpur, and what's happened in Tripura and what's happening in Goa, especially the issue of corruption, will be taken up in the Rajya Sabha by our leadership. And apart from that, if anybody has a specific question, I'll be happy to answer it. And I would also like to mention that we welcome the leaders of Uttar Pradesh who have joined All India Trinamool Congress.